tonight. With advanced voting starting tomorrow, our reporters bring you the latest in our election coverage. Assalamu alaikum and good evening. This is Muslim News Canada on Muslim Network TV. I'm Aisha Ashraf. The French debate between Canadian leaders has been dominated by talks of the U.S. crisis. Prime Minister Mark Carney says Canadians are looking to elect someone who is best suited to deal with Donald Trump. Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre says Canada needs change after a decade of Liberal Party rule. He says Carney is similar to his predecessor Justin Trudeau. The new Democratic Party leader Jagmeet Singh refused questions from Rebel News representatives. He accuses the organization of spreading disinformation. The party leaders will face off again in English for the second federal leaders debate tonight. The Green Party is calling its removal from the federal leaders debate unjust. The move has been made by the Leaders Debates Commission, citing the Green Party's failure to meet participation requirements. The Green Party says the move seeks to silence a voice of change. Co-leader Jonathan Bednaud says he expects the commission to reverse the decision. Green Party co-leader Elizabeth May criticizes the decision by the commission, calling it undemocratic. Efforts are in process to help unhoused people vote in the upcoming federal election. However, many advocates say the issue of homelessness has been pushed to the sidelines due to tensions coming from the southern border. Frontline workers say homelessness is getting worse and their capacities are being stretched to high levels. Reports show unhoused people are eager to vote, but few candidates are speaking to them or about their needs. It is challenging for unhoused people to vote as they often don't have identification or permanent addresses. Many are still determined to cast a ballot. U.S. President Donald Trump's threat of tariffs and annexation has caused Canadians to cancel U.S. business trips. Reports of foreigners being detained while entering the U.S. is also a reason of concern. Statistics Canada reports Canadian return visits by car fell 32% last month. Return flights from U.S. have also declined 13.5%. In our election coverage today, our reporter Moeez Rahman talks to a local professional about the housing crisis and her sentiments about the upcoming federal election.
Assalamu alaikum. You're watching Muslim Network TV. This is GTA Muslims Today. I'm your host, Moeez Rahman. Today I'm reporting live from Mississauga City Center and I'm talking with professionals, local professionals, about the upcoming elections. More specifically, what challenges they're facing right now and what changes they would like to see going forward. Thank you so much for joining us today. What are your thoughts about the upcoming elections at this time?
I think at this time, the federal election is definitely something that people are concerned but excited about. There's a lot of fear of the unknown, and I think just being able to have a sitting prime minister is going to put a lot of people at ease.
Thank you for sharing that. Over our current leadership over the past decade, what challenges have you noticed that you either yourself you're feeling or your friends might be feeling?
I think as a young professional, one of the biggest issues that my friends and I have been facing is affordable housing. And currently at 25 years old, not a lot of my friends are positive about being able to afford a home anytime soon.
There's a recent study that came out, and I'd love your thoughts on this. The study says that 70% of the youth feel they will never be able to afford a home in the GTA. As a member of the youth, do you agree with that stat?
I do think that it is somewhat accurate. I think there's ways around it. So, for example, the way that I was being able to be a first-time home buyer is I was able to purchase a property with a family member. So then it's not just myself, it's someone else sharing that cost, and that was able to get me into the market.
In addition to housing, let's talk about crime, employment, tariffs, healthcare. What else do you think could be some challenges that the next elected candidate will have to face?
I think the healthcare system is definitely, in my opinion, the next biggest one. Other than hearing about affordable housing all day, I definitely hear about situations where people have been left in waiting rooms. They have elderly parents or grandparents that are not being looked after in hospitals. And that's something that people are very concerned about.
At this time, you don't have to tell me which party, but do you know which party you will be voting for?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Our viewers, thank you so much for watching. As always, we would love to know what you think. Just let us know in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, and inshallah, we'll see you in the next video.
Imam and founder of Sayyida Khadija Center in Mississauga, Dr. Ahmed says Gaza crisis has exposed many. Our reporter Ahmed Ramadan talks to Dr. Ahmed. Let's watch.
Assalamu alaikum. I am Ahmed Ramadan from Muslim Network TV, and this is GTA Muslims Today. I have the honor of standing with Imam and Dr. Imam Hamid Salimi. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for joining us. So, can you first tell us just a little bit about yourself?
I am here, Imam, for almost 30 years in North America, and I'm currently the president of the Muslim Council of Peel and also the Imam of Sayyida Khadija Center. And we are here to serve the community.
So, you being very involved in the community and you speak to a lot of people, what are some of the concerns that you're hearing from your people?
Our people, is very diverse now. It's hard to tell you what they say. We have new immigrants who don't know what we've been doing for the last 50 years as a Muslim community. They're coming and they don't understand what we achieved and bridges we built, but they're only concerned about one issue. Then you have Muslims who gave up on politics, especially the youth. And we have concerned people like me and you, who are the majority, who want to see better leadership at the federal level, whether it's politics. And also, Islamophobia is our main concern. As a Muslim community, the common thing that we share, all of us as Muslims, whether those who've been 30, 40, 50 years here or those who came yesterday, Islamophobia is on the rise.
Yeah, we're hearing a lot of this about the Islamophobia, and then there's obviously talk about what's going on south of the border with our neighbors, and then obviously internationally with Gaza and Palestine and those kind of situations.
Yeah, well, Gaza has been actually a decisive issue. Gaza has exposed the world and even the politics all over the world, including here in Canada, who is really with us and who is just giving us sweet words but no action. And we saw some brave souls came out and stood by justice and by the truth, and they called for ceasefire. They are calling for the welfare of every human being, not specifically the people of Gaza, of all the world, in the Middle East and everywhere in the world. So this Gaza crisis has exposed many actually, and Muslims have become now aware of who is with them and who is not. And then, like I said, there are many issues that came up just because of this crisis.
So as a leader in the community, speaking to our audience, a lot of them are Muslim, what is your message to them? What is our duties as Muslims living in Canada?
I would say be very careful from some voices that say don't get involved in politics. Like we always say, if you're not on the table, you're on the menu, for sure. And no vote is a vote. When you say, I don't want to vote, then you give in to those who are against, what we want. We want justice, we want peace, we want equity, we want Islamophobia to end. We want many things. But if you don't vote and you don't do your due diligence and you don't get involved, then what will happen? You're giving chance to those who are opposing your views and opposing even your very existence in this country. And so voting is a way. It's a power that you have. Don't underestimate it. If each and every one of us, does his part, then we can make a difference.
Imam Hamid Salimi, I know you're very busy. Thank you so much for taking the time.
Thank you.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
This is Ahmed Ramadan from Muslim Network TV and GTA Muslims Today. Please leave your comments in the messages below, letting us know what else you want us to cover and what are some of your concerns this election cycle. Stay tuned for more interviews. Assalamu alaikum.
That's all from our Toronto studios. Thank you for watching Muslim News Canada. We are a community channel dedicated to bringing you stories you can trust. Please like, share, and subscribe to our content. You can also comment to let us know what you think of our coverage. You can donate now by visiting muslimnetwork.tv/donate. For more content, keep watching Muslim Network TV.